Now, Sportsline.
As we mentioned at the top of the show, the Big Sky Conference will not play football this fall. The Idaho State Bengals are now preparing to kick off in the spring of 2021.
The process seems like it just happened this week, but this has been going on for weeks. A lot of thoughtful discussion and research goes into these decisions.
Difficult decision for us as a conference. We took a lot of time, a lot of input from a lot of people, but feel really good about us keeping, again, the health and safety of our student athletes and coaches at the forefront.
It just became evident a couple of things, that with football, the inordinate size of the crowds that attend the games is a public health risk in our states right now.
The players and coaches are taking the news in stride and are eager to stay ready when the season does begin.
And the messages don't flinch. It's one thing that we said from day one when we got this job here is don't flinch in any situation. And this is another situation. Don't flinch. Okay, good. Here we go. We just got to rewire our thinking now. And basically we're in April again.
So I find a great sense of optimism among our student athletes and of excitement to now start down what is a path that has some clarity.
We're targeting an 8-game schedule for the spring, conference only, and that's our plan. Start dates are going to have to wait on that because that'll be based upon the championship.
It's going to be really interesting because really the only film we're going to have is 2019. I mean, it's going to be 2 years old by the time we get ready, whenever they give us our schedule. So it'll be interesting. Everything's new. Everything's going to be different. And the teams that handle it the best, are the ones that are going to be successful.
One motivation for the change was the hope to have fans in the stands when the games are played.
If you had fall football, there might very well not be able to be a fan experience at all. And I don't think that that's the best thing for our communities and our constituents. I am optimistically saying that my hope is that we have fans in the stands for football in the spring.
But the situation will have to improve for football to kick off in the spring.
It's hard to say here's the 3 or 4 things that have to happen, but there definitely has to be some changes. I mean, if we're in the same place come March that we're in right now, there won't be any college sports going on.
Let's hope we're not in the same place in the spring that we're at.
Yeah, let's hope so as well. And also I want to point out that coming up later on, we're going to have more on the high school angle as well for you coming up later tonight as well. So.
And if somebody's just tuning in, that's because ISU says no football on campus.
Yeah, it's part of their safety protocol. They're not allowing any high school football in Holt Terrain as well. Of course, that's the home field for Highland, Pocatello, Century. The high school state playoffs are there and championship games. So there's a lot of implications from this decision just beyond Idaho State and the Big Sky as well.
Okay, we can't wait to see what you have for us with that angle coming up. Dylan, thanks a lot.